Okay, good morning, YouTube landers. Today's Tuesday. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. This is going to probably be a two-parter, and it's not really going to be a rant regarding some things that I said yesterday, but I'm going to go over just a few things in case you're unaware of what's going on. I'm not going to use any of the CP words, any of that stuff, because you can go on YouTube, you can go on Google, you can find a lot of information that's on the web. So I'm not gonna do that to give the word power. We know what it is. We know what he's been charged with. This is what's going on. I've noticed a lot of people are asking the same question in regards on how his wife can stay with him. Um, it's a, no matter what, this is going to be a sad thing all around. This is something that most families will never be able to recover from. It is very damning. Um, the charges are very, very severe. They deal with underage minors. It's just a bad and sad thing all around. First off, is his wife going to leave him? Chances are no. Um, it, it has to do with the religious background. It has to do with how she is groomed, and this started at when she was born. Um, and we're talking about the marriage. We're not talking about anything other than that. And of course, we're talking about Josh Duggar's wife, and I'm not gonna name her. You look it up. Plenty of information on that into regards to that. Um, as to his own children, Josh Duggar's children are all under the age of 18. Um, Tomorrow we will hear the first bond hearing on whether or not Josh Duggar gets out of jail. Right now he is on a no bond, um, which is kind of standard for federal cases. Chances are he will bond out tomorrow. Um, However, tomorrow there will be a lot of stipulations. There could be a very high cash bond, which would mean that he would have to literally pay the cash if his bond is set. And I'm gonna just throw a number out, so don't take this as gospel, because I'm speculating, and these are my opinions. His bond could be as high as $1 million. It could be over $1 million. It could be 500,000. It depends on what the prosecution, what the judge, and what his Josh Duggar's attorneys would like bail to be set at, or bond to be set at. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon when he has his hearing. Will he return to the home and the kids? I answered that yesterday. No, he will not. He one of the stipulations that the judge set when he appeared on Friday for his initial appearance was that in order to get bonded out and to be out, he would have no contact whatsoever with anyone under the age of 18. So that automatically means no, he will not go home. Now, if you follow that particular family, there are a lot of things that the family does that a lot of people don't agree with. Don't bash the family, is what I'm saying. They're already under a significant amount of stress. His wife has to literally be going out of her mind. She is currently expecting her seventh child, and he is not going to be around for that. Because, like I said, he will not be allowed around minors. people have speculated, like, what would happen if he requests, he wants visitation of his kids. We'll find out all of those when his bond hearing is tomorrow. That will be public release. It probably will be streamed on Zoom. I won't be able to because I have too much going on tomorrow to deal with that. So, but I'm sure that's going to be all over YouTube. It's going to be all over the news. So we'll find that out tomorrow. Would she end up herself going to jail? Chances are no. The only way that she would set herself up for something like that, and it's would be highly irregular for that, is if he comes back into the house. Well, again, the chances are that won't happen, because if he does, he will wind up back in jail and he'll have his, basically what'll happen is he'll have his bond revoked, which means that he would forfeit his bail and would be sent right back to jail and would remain incarcerated up until the time of his trial. Now, keep in mind, he is innocent right now until he is proven guilty. Since this is a federal charge, or 2 federal charges, because he's facing 2 counts, and it's a Homeland Security division that indicted him. These are very serious charges. I do know his people have said, well, what about the parents? I'm like, his dad was a former U.S. House of Representative member in the very late 90s and the very beginning of the 2000s. So his dad should know some of this. I'm sure this is incredibly stressful for them. I'm not faulting, well, I have my own opinion, but we're not going to get into that right now. I'm going to wait to see how this plays out in the courts. But chances are the family is going to listen to the patriarch of the family, the father. They're going to listen to what he says and what he wants them to do. Like I said, these charges are incredibly damaging and damning to the family. So this is really going to hurt a lot of people. It's not just, I mean, it's going to destroy Josh Duggar totally, because he will never recover from this. These are such serious allegations. But keep in mind, when there are minors in households, and this is a very large family with a lot of minors in the family, be respectful, because you know what? Chances are a lot of them have nothing to do with this. Even his own kids have nothing to do with what their father has done. So save judgment. I mean, you might not agree with it, but you know what? Save judgment. Pray for his children, because this is going to be a whole different wake up call, and this is just something that's incredibly sad to deal with. I noticed a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm a YouTuber, I have my own channel, and I do watch other people's YouTube channels. There are a lot of people that have gotten into, well, what if this happens, and this happens, and this happens? Let's see how this plays out. I mean, A lot of people are blaming his wife for this. That she did not tell him to go do this. This is all solely on him. He has it. You can Google it. This started as far back as the early 2000s with him, and this was an ongoing problem that never was dealt with in the right way. In my opinion, yes, he is getting his just cause right now, because you know what? Sooner or later, it was bound to happen. I just hate to say that. That's what happens when you have such a large family. He is one of 19 kids from his parents. So he has 18 brothers and sisters. This is what happens when you have that big of a family and don't know what's going on in your own house. Again, I'm not going to place the blame on the parents. I'm going to see how this comes out. In regards to his married siblings, they have nothing to do with this. I know a lot of you, what's going to happen if these allegations, if he ends up getting proven that he is guilty or takes the plea deal. And when I come back in a few minutes, I'm going to touch in on that. I did a little bit yesterday, and I will say what my opinions are. So this is part 1 of part 2. I'm going to stop it right now, upload it, and I'm going to start part 2. So stay with me.